Hello everyone, this is Dr.Ceevee. If you are a woman at workplace who is facing some kind of a sexual approach from a man in a power position, what can you do to save yourself? Listen carefully. Number one, seek help from a woman colleague or someone who you trust. Now, this is very tricky, I'll tell you. Firstly, you have to understand that the man in question is in a power position, which means he can influence your career or your growth or whatever you're looking at, right? And at the same time, he also has the power to mitigate any kind of these complaints or other things that you may face. So many times, what women do is to keep silent, and in some cases, women actually oblige to such request. Now, what can you do if you do not want that to happen, but at the same time, you do not want to get into any kind of a controversial situation or compromising situation? As I said, first and foremost, please take care of your safety. That is most important. Are you safe enough? If you are feeling unsafe, you have to take police or other kinds of legal support. If you are feeling safe, but at the same time intimidated by any kind of these approaches, the next step, what you could do is actually talk to someone whom you trust. Now, this trusting person ideally should be someone who knows this person as well, who is aware of this person, who is someone in the middle who knows you as well as the other person. Trust me, it works every time. Because the moment you talk about this to the middle person, preferably a woman, and if that woman is courageous enough, is supportive enough of the situation, I'm sure you've already got the necessary moral and emotional support that you need to go forward. Now, having said that, there's also one more thing that you should be doing, and that is collecting evidence. Collect as much as evidence, document it in whichever way, and do not lose any evidence in case something legal or something official needs to be initiated in due course. In most of the workplaces, corporate settings, as well as in other academic, as well as in different kinds of even in government, I would say there are proper grievance redressal as well as women's sexual harassment prevention laws and policies in place. Having said that, we also know that most of them do not work at any time, and sometimes even the perpetrator or the culprit itself is sitting on the boards of such positions. So I would say women definitely have to are in a situation of vulnerability at many times, and we have to be understanding of that. And the only way forward for this, if you ask me as a woman, is the power of collective. And dear women who are watching this, let me tell you one thing. When one woman talks about her issue or her challenge that she faces, trust her, because she never will tell something just for the sake of getting a publicity, especially if it is a sexual harassment or related matter. So the only way to mitigate and eradicate the so-called sexual harassment and to stop the Me Too movement, I would say it's about women coming together as a collective and fighting for your rights. As a feminist, it pains me so much that even in this century, we are talking about women's safety and basic fundamental rights to work with dignity. That is so sad, but that's the fact. That's the truth. Let's accept it, that this exists in our society. And talk about not just punishing, but also about preventing this from happening. Let's also educate our boys. My hope is definitely on the next generation. My hope is definitely on my son's generation, because I know as a mother, I am training him on how to respect a woman. And I hope all who are watching this Think for yourself. Are you training your son, not just your daughter? I'm talking about, are you training your son how to deal with and how to respect a woman? I'll see you in the next video.